Hello, welcome to episode 5 of Skyrim Book Club with me, Terry the Wood Elf. So we came to this place. What is it? Driftshade Refuge. Because I heard there was a copy of Warrior in here, but guess what? There isn't. I mean, I guess I had gone in at some point and collected it, so now it's like the pirate of whatever. It's a different book, basically. So we went through the whole place, we killed everybody in there, and they didn't even have the right book. But I did get some other books, which is cool. Anyway, I think we're gonna go to Dragon Bridge next, because I heard that there is a copy of Warrior at a bandit camp near Dragon Bridge. Ooh, such a nice day. It's so beautiful out here when the sun is shining. I mean, it's always beautiful, but particularly when the sun is out and the butterflies are, flying around. Very pretty. I gotta be honest, I've been pretty depressed recently. That's kind of why I started the book club. When I had the idea, Serrano was very encouraging. She was like, "Yes, please. You need a hobby. You got to do something, because you're driving me crazy." I just need something to take my mind off things. I mean, I've been through a lot, done a lot of murders. I'm not saying I feel bad about it. I'm just saying it takes its toll, Oh boy. I think there's a guy over here that we need to kill. Speaking of murders. Let's just, take care of this dude. He was over here. Oh, there he is. Shit. I forgot that my bow has this, Wow. Look at him go. Yeah. So easy. I love when everybody works together. It makes me happy. Yeah, I forgot that my bow has this, stunning effect. It happened earlier, and I was like, what is happening? But that's also something I've been experiencing, which is, oh, so weird. This is really macabre. This poor Imperial that this guy had dragged here and murdered to do some creepy rituals on, and then Serrano resurrects her. It's just it's not so cool. Man, Skyrim is just a dark place sometimes. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take this book. That's one for a later episode. Excuse me. Alright, I might have to kill her, because I just can't take that. Actually, wait, we gotta kill some bandits, so let's keep her around. There's their fire. Let's see. He sees me. I gotta be careful not to kill my spider. That's difficult. Oh, thanks, Serrana. She took care of it. And that's my sugar bear. Anyway, what I was saying was, I'm experiencing some memory loss. So I hope you guys will bear with me. I don't remember what my bow does. Even though I got stuff marked on my map, I don't remember being there. I don't remember people's names. It's just like, finally, thank God. I don't think she has anything. No. You know, I mean, I guess the memory loss thing is probably just a result of, like, you know, being hit in the head so many times. You know, being a full-time adventurer and Dragonborn, it's like, you know, get conked on the head a lot. It's just the reality of the situation, and so I guess that's just why I can't remember certain things. I don't know why I can't move this guy. Here we go. Alright, well, can I get the book? He's on the book. This is pretty much Skyrim book club in a nutshell. You can't read your book because there's a dead bandit laying on it. Come on, bastard. Jesus Christ. Oh. Maybe I could shout him away. Let's try it. He's just gonna alright, hold on. I'm gonna try it. Yeah! Worked! Oh, shit! Sorry, Serana. I'm sorry. I know. Please don't be mad. This is really not cool. I'm so sorry. She's okay. Look, she's fine. Alright, she's fine. I'll make it up to her later. I'll buy her a roasted goat leg or something. Alright, we got it. Okay. It is a beautiful day to just be reading by the lake. It's a nice view of solitude up there. Alright. Warrior by Revan. This is the third book in a 4-book series. If you have not read the first 2 books, Beggar and Thief, you would be well advised to do so. Bud Erol did not know much of his past, nor did he care to. As a child, he lived in Erolgard, but the kingdom was very poor and taxes were, as a result, very high. He was too young to manage his abundant inheritance, but his servants, fearing that their master would be ruined, moved him to Jotunheim. No one knew why that location was picked. Some old maid, now long dead, had thought it was a good place to raise a child. No one else had a better idea. There may have been children with a more pampered, more spoiled existence than young Bud, but that is doubtful. As he grew, he understood that he was rich, but he had nothing else. No family, no social position, no security at all. Loyalty, he found out on more than one occasion, cannot truly be bought. It's so true. Knowing that he had but one asset, a vast fortune, he was determined to protect it and, if possible, increase it. Some otherwise perfectly nice people are greedy, but Bud was that rare accident of nature or breeding who has no other interest but acquiring and hoarding gold. He was willing to do anything to increase his fortune. Most recently, he had begun secretly hiring mercenaries to attack desirable properties, and then buying them when no one wanted to live there anymore. What a dirtbag. The attacks would then, of course, cease, and Bud would have profitable land which he had purchased for a song. It had begun small with a few farms, but recently he had begun a more ambitious campaign. In north-central Skyrim, there is an area called the Aalto, which is of unique geographical interest. It is a dormant volcanic valley, surrounded on all sides by glaciers, so the earth is hot from the volcano, but the constant water drizzle and air is frigid. A grape called jasbay grows there comfortably, and everywhere else in Tamriel, it withers and dies. Oh, wow. The strange vineyard is privately owned, and the wine produced from it is thus rare and extremely expensive. It is said that the emperor needs the permission of an imperial council to have a glass of it once a year. Damn, that's some exclusive shit. In order to harass the owner of the Aalto into selling his land cheap, Soybud had to hire more than a few mercenaries. He had to hire the finest private army in Skyrim. Soybud did not like spending money, but he had agreed to pay the general of the army, a woman named Lesifitra, that's their sister, a gem the size of an apple. He had not given it to her yet. Payment was to be delivered on the success of the mission, but he had trouble sleeping, knowing that he was going to be giving up such a prize. He always slept during the day so he could watch his storehouse by night, when he knew thieves were about. That brings us up to this moment when, after a fitful sleep, Soybud woke up at noon and surprised a thief in his bedroom. The thief was Eslaf, of course, if you remember from the last book. Eslaf had been contemplating a leap from the window, 100 feet down, into the branches of a tree beyond the walls of the fortified palace, and a tumble into a stack of hay. Sounds very dangerous. Anyone who has ever attempted such a feat will testify that it takes some concentration and nerve to do such a thing. When he saw that the rich man sleeping in the room had awakened, both left him, and Eslaf slipped behind a tall ornamental shield on display to wait for Soybud to go back to sleep. Soybud did not go back to sleep. He had heard nothing, but could feel someone in the room with him. He stood up and began pacing the room. Soybud paced and gradually decided that he was imagining things. No one was there. His fortune was safe and secure. He was returning to his bed when he heard a clunk. Turning around, he saw the gem, the one he was to give Lesifitra, on the floor by the Atmaran cavalry shield. A hand reached out from behind the shield and grabbed it up. "Thief!" Soybud cried out, grabbing a jeweled Akavari katana from the wall and lunging at the shield. The fight between Eslaf and Soybud will not go down in the annals of great duels. Soybud did not know how to use a sword, and Eslaf was no expert at blocking with a shield. It was clumsy. It was awkward. Soybud was furious, but was psychologically incapable of using the sword in any way that could damage its fine filigree, reducing its market value. Eslaf kept moving, dragging the shield with him, trying to keep it between him and the blade, which is, after all, the most essential part of any block. It's very true. Soybud screamed in frustration as he struck at the shield, bumping its way across the room. He even tried negotiating with the thief, explaining that the gem was promised to a great warrior named Lesifitra, and if he would give it back, Soybud would happily give him something else in return. Eslaf was not a genius, but he did not believe that. By the time Soybud's guards came to the bedroom in response to their master's calls, he had succeeded in backing the shield into a window. They fell on the shield, having considerable more expertise with their swords than Soybud did, but they discovered that there was no one behind it. Eslaf had leapt out the window and escaped. As he ran heavily through the streets of Jotunheim, making jingling noises from the gold coins in his pockets, and feeling the huge gem chafe where he had hidden it. Where did he hide it? Eslaf did not know where he should go next. He knew only that he could never go back to that town, and he must avoid this warrior named Lesifitra, who had claims on the jewel. Eslaf Erol's story is continued in the book King. Wow. These books are good. I really like them. They're very entertaining, and I love how they're all intertwined with all the siblings who are separated after their father died. And I can't wait to find out what happens next. I think Serana is excited too. I hope she's not still mad at me for shouting her down into the ground. She really took quite a tumble. But she seems okay now. What did you think, Spider? Did you like it? Oh, yes. He loved it. He loves story time. Alright, well, thanks again for joining us, and come join us next week when we finish the series about Eslaf. Yeah. See you next time.